So we're here with Shaun Edwards Foundation Ambassador Andy Meyrick. Andy, welcome back to Spa.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here. We're just before warm-up, so fingers crossed we can have a good run.
Now, you're not in Superpole this time, but obviously, as we know, finishing the race is part of the battle. Safety-wise, how are you feeling about the car?
Yeah, really excited for the race, and as you say, didn't make Superpole, but with the Pro-Am lineup and the average of the times, that makes that pretty difficult. But we've got a really good race car, so it's consistent over the stints, which is important, as well as staying out of trouble. So we'll be making it all our efforts to to just keep coming in and out the box when planned and have no unscheduled stops.
Great. Now, weather so far, it's been really hot. We've got a little bit of a respite. How do you keep cool in the car?
So we have an air blower system. Is probably the best way that we keep cool. Obviously, we try and keep cool before a stint. Ice jackets. We've got a paddling pool behind you there, which we jump into after a stint. But in the car itself, we have a little vent system that blows cool air onto the top of our head, and that just keeps us obviously not the core temperature, but your head nice and cool, and it's actually very effective. So yeah, it's important, especially in the front engine cars. Obviously, we've got all that heat soak coming through. Makes a big difference.
And water intake and everything else. How do you drink while racing?
Yeah, so we've got 750 millilitres in a bottle that we can use. We generally use that in a 1 hour stint. That's simply plugged in through the car system. We have a little tube that goes into our helmet. Press a button and get a nice little shot of what starts the stint as cold water, and about halfway through is lukewarm, and by the end is warm enough to wash in. But it's a good little system.
And all sportswear nowadays has become really high tech. How do you find that in terms of obviously fireproofs and used to be old school Nomex, I guess, but how do you find that now in terms of durability and weight?
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, the most important thing for all of our wear, whether that be the undergarments or the top garments, obviously the race suit that we wear and all the balaclavas, we want it to be safe. I myself have experienced it when I've been in the car before and it's been on fire, and trust me, you want those extra seconds when you're in that situation. But as things progress, we obviously as a driver, we want them as breathable as possible, so we can get rid of our body temperature, and as light as possible as well. You don't want to be having something that's restrictive, but most suits are getting really good now. There's been a lot of development in the I've been racing for 15-16 years now, and in that time frame there's been huge progress, but obviously the key thing is keeping the safety as a primary.
As I say, this is your return to Spa. Last year you had a big shunt and obviously spent some time away from racing. How are you finding the Gen 2 car?
Yeah, first time back at Spa, first time in the Gen 2 Bentley. Obviously I was involved with the Gen 1 Bentley program from its inception, through all the testing through to all the success in Blancpain, which has been wonderful. But yeah, coming back to Spa, it was a conscious decision to come back. I'm racing in another series this year, but which I couldn't race this year in Blancpain, but as soon as I realised that I got an opportunity to race at Spa, I went straight forward. So looking forward to it. It's a unique challenge, this place, and I'm yet to have any success here in terms of a podium or a win, but hopefully we can change that this weekend.
Well, yeah, hopefully, as we say, it's all about reducing your pit time and staying on track the most, covering the most miles. So I'm sure at Shaun Edwards Foundation wishes you the best of luck. It's great to see you back at Spa, and thank you very much, Andy.
Thank you very much. Cheers, thank you.